is called in, man. Introduce yourself, brother. Who is this?
Say, ain't no introduction. They know me, the Holocaust, the dope, East 44th.
Here you go.
Y'all know the business. What's up, fam?
Yeah. He is. Hey, look.
Yeah, in effect.
Talk about the inventor of the South Park sound, him and Egypt E, man. It's like,
man.
Look, before he even started.
Good to hear your voice, Murdoch.
Yeah. I can barely hear y'all. I got to turn this spaceship off. I just came through a couple portals to get here. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, look, man. See, it's crazy, man. Because, like I say, Dope E he educated all of us in terms of just being ahead of the game, man. I learned how to make beats because of Dope. You know, in Egypt, you know, sitting and messing with the gray Elisa's drum machine and the black Elisa drum machine, all the way up to the EPS, the ASR Dave. You know, this dude was and is a genius, man. So, you know, I'm indebted to this man because of the things he taught me without even knowing that he was teaching it to me. So,
no doubt, appreciate it, man.
Yo, and this is Cat, man. I gotta second that notion, man, because once I heard Dope and Egypt Beats, man, you know, we already was some evil sounding rappers, all of us, you know, we all had that take your head off, you know, style, man. But, you know, we would get our hands on anything we could rap on. When I heard Dope Beats, I'm like, man, this is nothing but a fit. This is like the glove for the hand.
Right.
So then I had to, I was fortunate, man, me and Dope lived together for a while, man, and, man, I learned so much about, you know, putting the beats together, man, and about, you know, just a lot of things, man. Dope taught me a whole lot, man, just like you know, Kay said, man, and I appreciate him for that, man, you know, giving me that insight, man, and, you know, and just giving me that key, man, to turn on that producer side of me, man.
Yeah.
Word up, man. Appreciate that.
All time the South Park Cycle. Man, that album, man. What was it like recording that album?
Oh man, it couldn't happen without Dope in Egypt, man. You know what I'm saying? Because songs like Tisket or Tasket, Gotta Get Out the Game, those songs, Damn Shame, those songs made me. Smoking Amp, you know what I'm saying?
Classics.
You know, those songs, without those songs, I wouldn't be who I am, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, they had the horrorcore. They helped me invent the horrorcore because they had the track.
Right.
They had the music with it. You know what I'm saying? And that's why when Jay Prince came to me about Dopey in Egypt, you know what I'm saying? I told him, hell yeah, hurry up and sign them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
For a number of reasons, you know what I'm saying? Because they had the music, you know what I'm saying? I didn't have to go around and looking for tracks, you know what I'm saying? The tracks was right there, you know what I'm saying? And you know, we was brothers, you know, we all started out of Dopey Garage.
Right.
This shit was serious, you know. We all used to go to Dopey house, you know what I'm saying? I remember the first song I ever made at your house, Dopey. It was called A Violent Nigga, remember?
Yeah, man. God,
Violent nigga, the kind who curses.
Man.
In the hospital, not enough nurses or something like that, man.
Yeah. And that's what, you know, and that's what attracted me to Nip, man, because I had heard a lot of raps, you know, because I was producing, you know, I heard a lot of people rap, but I never heard what he was saying before. You know, I was like, who says that? Like, you know, that's how I felt. Like, I gotta work with that. Now, the same go for K-Rino, you know, and everybody know it's no secret how he puts his raps together, metaphors, and, you know, it's like it make you say, who says that? Like, it's been and K-Rino would tell you, you know, I play a lot of jokes and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? So K-Rino be in the booth sometimes, you know. Well, not a booth, you record right there by my house, right? So And you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So he can see me, you know what I'm saying, feet away, right? And we recording, and then like he'll say something, and I just you know, cut the track off and walk out the studio or something like that. You know, like we all, you know, we fall on, you know, like literally like fall on the ground, man. You know, like that's what it is like when you create, man. You know, and it's family and that, but it's like real genius and brilliance at work. You know, same with Blank, man. With Blank, Blank had songs like Straighten It Out, man. You know, and like what he was saying, like to me, I was like political rapper. You know, so I come like it's, you know, you like this rough gangster approach, but, you know, political, right? Try to do consciousness. But my stuff was terror-like, right? But Blank stuff, to me, right, as a producer, he was sharing things that were so personal, you know, like, you know, it's like, I respect that. I was like, man, I rap political. I ain't finna tell nobody my damn business. Like, damn, like, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, but I mean, like, I look at it now, and then that's what rap is. It's like you got political rap, you got lyrical rap, you got hard rap, you got real rap, like in the streets and like what's happening to you and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, it grew. I mean, we were setting trends, man, you know. And then with, I don't know if Murder One on the phone, but Murder One it's like I work with him because it's like when you hear his voice, you ain't gonna forget it. It's like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, it's unique, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's real unique to me, and it's like it's grown over the years. You know what I'm saying? It's aged since, you know, way back in the day, man. And we were just going at it, man. You know, we were actually creating stuff right off the top in the studio, going at it, changing up rhymes, you know, on the spot, getting it done, you know, and it was like second nature, man. You know, it's not, and it's still like that today. So I don't see any stopping, you know, in that drive of those people, you know what I'm saying, those artists, you know what I'm saying, in SPC. I see us just continuing it, man, going on until we like old like Willie Nelson and stuff, you know. Like it ain't gonna stop, man.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
Now, if y'all notice, listen, my nigga Dope E. If y'all notice, everybody telling y'all about the dope tracks that Dope E produced. Now, me, when I come along, I fell right into that. You know what I mean? Dope E was the one that really introduced me to SPC. He the one really brought me in it.
Right.
You know what I mean? I used to be at Dopes and I get, you know, everybody wanted the tracks and stuff, but it's like I used to, you know, that shit used to just fall in my lap. I fucked with Dope and shit. We ended up living in the same apartment, signing our lease on the same day and shit like that. You know what I mean? So I was at his crib all the time. You know what I mean? So ain't nothing but love for Murdoch, man. Like real talk.
Appreciate that.
That's why I had to grab him. You know what I'm saying?
Man.
Yeah.
I mean, it just like I say, man. I'm listening to everything. Everything fall in place for a reason, man. And really, you know, I can't visualize another group of artists that's like us. You know, and it ain't just me trying to high cap or nothing like that. It's just the reality of it, and it ain't always about who got the mainstream success or who blew up or who the whole world know, like they might know Wu-Tang or somebody like that, because that seems to be who everybody compares us to at times. But I think just the impact that we had is in the South, and a lot of the groups that did blow up that we influenced. See, that's the part of the story that don't get told about a lot of the major artists, man, that everybody know now that grew up off of our stuff. You know what I'm saying? And listened to the Blank, listen to Nip. You know, they listen to all these different artists, and they was inspired by it. But the props are given when they see you in private quarters, but the props ain't given when they own the big shows and all that, you know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, we got to tell our own story and tell it the way that it is, regardless if people don't like it or not, and make sure that we don't get wrote out of history. Because if we sit back and kind of just, you know, sit on our hands, man, then we will get wrote out of history by those who want to try to take credit for something that they didn't feel.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's real talk. Yeah, that's real talk. You know.
3-6 Mafia, man. We had the late Lord Infamous, rest in peace, Lord Infamous. He was out here, and he said he was heavily influenced by Nip and the SPC. You know, a lot of people. Those guys went on to win the Oscar. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and they're not the only one. It's a lot, man. You know, it's a lot of them that we. And then there's other ones who have been influenced by us, but they'll never say it. You see what I'm saying? They'll never admit it.
Right.
You know, they won't get them props up because they want to present themselves to be, you know, on that kind of level like they did it on their own. You know, because they aware of the fact that, okay, well, these guys may not be as known as we are, so we can get away with kind of stealing some of their juice and taking the credit for it because nobody's going to know where it came from anyway. But, you know, trust me, man, we know who they are in most cases, and me personally, I don't forget, man. But at the end of the day, that's why we still got to tell our own story unapologetically. You know, to let people know, man, let these generations know, man, because there's too much greatness, man, just right on this phone. You know, I'm like I was saying, I was listening to Dope Talk, and I was thinking about it. I said, man, like I said earlier, I'm truly a fan of everybody in my clique. You see what I'm saying? It ain't just like I'm really a fan. Back in those days, man, we enjoyed listening to each other's music. You see what I'm saying? We was motivated by it, inspired by it to be better than we was. We made each other better. We sharpened each other up. We fan, and to this day, I'm still a fan. You know, if Cat go in the booth right now and spit something, I know I'm gonna be tripping at what he say. Brother Ali had just left the house, and Cat recorded a song day before yesterday. But I had to leave before he dropped his verse. So the song just got sent to me. I can't wait to hear it because he was raving about what Cat did, and in my mind I'm like, I ain't surprised I already know what it is. So these are high level scientists on this phone, man. You know what I'm saying? So this ain't no joke, man. It's like we do this for real. And you know, we scientists, man. We gods in this thing, man, and we trying to make sure that our legacy don't get covered up or swept under the rug. We ain't gonna let that happen.
We ain't either. I know that.
Yeah. Like Kay said, man. You know, it's like a bunch of mad scientists, man, that's on this phone. And I just want you to know, Scott, right now that we have all been called in by CERN to go and work in the lab with CERN, man.
Who was that, Cat?
Yeah.
Man, I didn't know Cat was on the phone. What up, Cat?
That's what I said.
Yeah.
That was me, though.
Okay, yeah, I didn't even know, man. Yeah, you real talk, man. Real talk, though.
Yeah, but man, and I learned a lot from you on the beats, man, and in the production and stuff, man. And just recording, man. I learned a lot from Dope, man.
Man, I appreciate that, Cat. And that means a lot.
I think we all took a piece of. I think we all took a piece of Dope from Egypt, bro. Because Dope used to mold me. Dope mold me. He used to punish me and mold me to do what I do now.
Now let me. Now look, this is Cat.
We re-record it. We re-record it till we get it right.
That's all right.
You know, re-record till we get it right.
Time, man, look, I'm gonna tell you a story about Egypt, man. This is how I actually started even tampering with beats. Egypt called me one day and he's like, "Cat, man, I'm about to move, man, and I got this keyboard, man, and my mama be tripping. She don't be wanting all that noise, me banging these beats in her house. So, man, if you keep my keyboard for a couple of months until I get, till my spot get ready and I move over there and I come back get it." He's like, "Man, I don't have no instruction book. I don't have nothing, man. You just got, feel it out." I kept that board for 2 months, man. When Egypt came back, I had the album done. I sat on that thing night and day. I told my man, I barely ate. And just to be able to see, just watching him, watching Dope, watching Mike Dean, just watching different people, Beto one, man, and just, they thought maybe, okay, well, Cat just, he back there watching. I was watching, trying to really learn, you know what I'm saying? So I was picking up little things that people would do. So once I got my hands on it, it's like, okay, it started to come together. And Egypt gave me that opportunity, man, to put that keyboard in my hand, you know what I mean? And then later on, I learned a lot more from Dope, you know what I'm saying, on the recording side and just a lot of the, just sounds and stuff like that. But Egypt is the one that put the keyboard in my hand, man, and allowed me to explore that part of me, man, and grew he was the seed that grew the tree.
Already. Hey, don't forget about 666.
Man.
Oh yeah, 666, Triple X.
He
learned right there. He learned right there at Dope House too.
Yeah. Dope is
everything ran through Dope House.
He a tree. That's what I'm saying. Yep. He's a tree, man.
You know what I mean? Everything ran through Dope House. Dope did tracks for everybody.
Yep. Right.
You know what I mean? That's just what that was. You know what I mean? Especially when I came into play, I ain't just really had to go search for the great because they already fucked with Dope.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It wasn't no searching from him. He took me to K-Rino when me and Nip hooked up. Me and Nip clicked like a motherfucker. Wrecking through shit, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? Cat and Nip was living together. I had my little stunt with them two niggas, you know what I mean? So I fuck with everybody. I fuck with everybody, man.
That's why our raps and stuff was real, man, because we had the opportunity to be in the studio working and making beats, writing out rhymes, coming over. It wasn't this email stuff, you feel me? We wasn't putting albums together through emails and Facebooks, man. Okay, we was actually at each other's houses, yo. You know what I'm saying? And recording, and going to different studios. Eventually got portable, you know what I'm saying? Eventually got portable, and started doing it like that. But we was around each other and actually, like Blank said, we was living the stuff and actually going through it. Our raps affected that, and that's why y'all felt it, because it was real. So on the phone with me right now, I got my partner in rhyme, right? Some say it's crime, but either way, he's the other member of Landmine, Egypt E, on the phone. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, what's up, man? You gonna say something? What's up, E?
It's right, boy.
He's gonna say something.
You know how we do it. Much love.
Egypt E.
Yo, he's that silent killer.
Yeah,
that's why. Hey, that's why we gotta do an album. We gotta do an SPC album.
Yeah.
The crazy thing about it, man, now I think about it, you got Dope in Egypt on the phone. What tripped me out is like when Blank was saying how everything ran through them and they produced everybody. That's amazing to think back of the fact that he did. They produced everybody's stuff, man. And you can name 10, 15 SPC groups at that time that Dope in Egypt was doing the production for, not to mention working with groups outside the clique, working with guys on Rap A Lot and other different people that came in and wanted to work with them. But the genius of it was the fact that they could produce to where Blank's production is not gonna sound like Nip's production. Nip's production is not gonna sound like Murder One's production. Cat, even though Cat was doing his own thing too, 20 to Life is not gonna sound. Anybody they worked with, that's what a producer does. They look into who you are as an artist, and they develop your sound for you. So that was the genius of them, man. And you don't see that today. Now it's kind of like you got like a little cookie cutter type guys who kind of have that one style, and you just got to just gravitate towards what they making instead of a producer that sits down with you and builds music based on who you are as an artist, man. So, I mean, hats off. You know, we don't get to talk to Dope that much, so it's like, you know, I'm just gonna rain down all this praise on him. You know, while we got him on the phone right now.
Appreciate
you know, we me and Edie, we run into each other, you know, and it ain't nothing but love and respect because, like I say, man, you know, they taught me without even knowing they was teaching me. I was just observing and taking notes, you know.
Right.
So,
I know that's right.
Yeah.
I know that's right.
And look, Dope was that dude.
I'm just a fan of all of y'all, be honest with you.
What up? The SPC, just like K-Rino say, the SPC, we are not a gang, but we will gang up. Okay?
No question. Question about it.
Yeah, man, I appreciate it, man. I really do. That's from the heart, man. I appreciate everybody, you know, and sticking with me, you know, and also believing in me and, you know, and believing in the beats, you know, that I was making, you know. It propels me to the point to where I am now, you know, and getting ready to do, you know, some other things, you know, that are right now with me in Egypt, you know, putting together and been actually working together, you know, going to studio and stuff like that. So it's the process, but we coming with the same, you know what I'm saying, with the same feel, you know what I'm saying, with the same feel that everybody's talking about on the phone that created them dope beats, you know, the way they were put together, you know, and the artistry behind it. Well, then Dope can't do it by itself. Dope has to have Egypt E, and I think that we've shown an example of being together, and saying over 30 years, you know, and showing, you know, unity in that. Because how can we preach unity and at the same time we break up as a group, you know? So that wouldn't have went well together, and we thought about that early in the game and discussed it amongst ourselves. Okay, cool, we in this, like, you know, on some forever stuff. So, and that's what the SPC is, man, you know, being able to compliment, you know, and appreciate each other as men, and then, you know, move forward in our mission, with our talents, with our skills, I'm saying, with our ability to keep this whole organization, this coalition, keep that coalition going and striving for other people to be influenced, like K-Rino was saying, you know, because we study our craft, you know, and we put much thought in what we do, you know, and it's real. Everybody has their subject and their matter and their, you know, persona, you know, and we all do it well, you know, and that's to be commended, man. You know what I'm saying? I give that double honors, man, for the work that it takes to continue that drive, to continue to promote yourself, you know, and through all trials and adversity and hellfire, to still pull through and still be pushing on that same agenda, man. That right there, man, you know, that's a standing ovation encore presentation in itself, you know.